What would you say about guys that are in sports that require them to cut weight? What have you seen that they're not doing right? What do you suggest that they should do right? That's the big question around here, what we do.
Yeah, definitely. And, with that weight loss, essentially, there's a lot of philosophies out there, based on what you're describing. And one thing that I think is important is you want to be able to try what you're aiming for before you're getting ready for that fight. So say if you have 7 weeks or so before that fight's going to start, if we can, we want to try to modify the diet and say have them follow that carb-free program before they're going into that fight, because an athlete, if they're trying that diet,
Do you suggest a carb-free
no,
program? Though?
I don't
Yeah.
necessarily, because with carb-free diet, that means your body's primarily using fat and protein as the energy source. And for a boxer, because it's high intensity, you want to be able to call on your glycogen stores for your energy output. And the low carbohydrate diet kind of started to become popular back in, say, 2012 or so. And actually, one of my professors was very keen to that recommendation. Now, I believe personally it's better for endurance athletes to go with low carbohydrate.
Why is that?
Because they actually can use fat for a longer period of time, and it helps spare muscle protein when they're running at a lower intensity.
Yeah.
They're not using as much glycogen because they're not doing a sprint per se for the whole marathon. They're going low intensity. So the body is looking to utilize fat as an energy source. So people were looking at that and seeing that marathon runners were running faster. And they're like, this has to be great. But when you're talking about a boxer in that weight cut, doing low carb is an easy approach because there's so many carbs that are very abundant in our diet. You're going to cut out rice, you know what I'm saying? You're going to cut out potatoes and sweet potatoes, etc. So naturally you'll lose weight, but that could come with a reduction in energy output and strength, that you referred to earlier. So really for me, I'm about keeping the balance and making sure that all of the nutrients are prevalent and that we're utilizing science.
What about optimizing recovery too?